Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss the basic theory of commutation method for a BLDC motor. So, in a BLDC motor, we'll be having a stator and a rotor, and the rotor is generally a permanent magnet in case of a BLDC motor. If the rotor wants to spin in a stable clockwise or counterclockwise, an associating rotating magnetic field is required to be generated from the stator windings, which will attract and repel the permanent magnets. So there are actually two methods in which we can determine the position of the rotor. One is a sensorless method, which is based on the back EMF of the BLDC motor, and other one is a Hall-based sensor. So in a Hall-based sensor, we'll be placing the sensors along the coils A1, B1 and C1. So basically a Hall effect sensor is a sensing switch that gives an output logic of 1 when a magnetic field is detected. That is, in this case, whenever it's a north pole, it will give us an output 1, and whenever it's a south pole, it will give us an output 0. So combining all the output scenarios of these three sensors, will be getting from 000 to 111. But in most cases 000 and 111, they don't exist, so we'll be having only 6 states. And when we divide these 6 states electrically, then we'll be getting a 60-degree region for each of the 6 regions here. So based on the output what we get from the Hall sensor, we need to control the inverter switches in order to stably rotate the rotor in a clockwise and anti-clockwise. So we have these sensors B1, B2, B3, which are placed in coil. B1 is placed in coil A1, B2 is placed in coil B1, and B3 is placed in coil C1, along coil C1. So I will discuss the first operation of a clockwise. I'll give an example of a clockwise operation of how it works. So here is our BLDC motor, and we have here is our BLDC motor, and the current rotor position is in such a manner that it's between the phases A1 and C1. And in order to rotate the motor, we have to make sure that the stator field is along the axis which is shown here. So in order to achieve this operation, we need to switch on the phases A1 and B1 respectively, such that we'll get the stator field along this direction. So this is for case 1. And for the next case, when the Hall sensor output is 100, that is in this case, that is in the second case, we see that the stator field has to be aligned between phases C1 and B1 here. So in order to rotate the magnet in clockwise direction, we need to switch on the phases A and C, like as shown in this manner. So in order to switch on the phases A1 and C1, so here is a switch Q1 which is present here, and here is a switch Q2 present here. So these two switches has to be turned on such that the current passes through coil A1 and returns through coil C. So similarly, the rest of the pattern follows, and as a result, we will be generating a rotating magnetic field. Thus, this is the operation for a clockwise power sequence of clockwise operation, and here is a power sequence. First, we will be having a cycle AC, then we will be having BC, then similarly BA. It's a rotating. In order to generate a rotating magnetic field, you need to follow this sequence. And for counterclockwise operation, so we had initially AC here. So instead of AC, we need to switch it to CA. So that will provide us a return current, and which will cause the reverse magnetic flow. As a result, we'll be achieving counterclockwise operation. So I hope in this video we have clarified how the BLDC commutation method works for a Hall sensor based commutation. Alright, thank you.